Welcome back to Dickie's Beer Review. Today I'm going to be trying this, it's Arrogant Brewing. It says Arrogant Bastard on here. It says, who you callin' wussy? It's time a Pilsner got arrogant. This one's 5.8% alcohol. So this can was pretty cool. It's got a devil on it. I think I had an Arrogant Bastard beer before. Yeah, initially it smells grassy, hoppy. Pretty hoppy, pretty grassy off the get-go. It's got a light color to it. It says it's a Pilsner, but it says it's time a Pilsner got arrogant. So I got the garage door open now. I want to see how bright it would be with the garage door open and daylight. Not that. That's not loud at all. Alright, back to it. Yeah, this tastes pretty good. It's just got that grassy smell at the beginning, but it has a really good taste to it. I like it. And it's 5.8. That's a little bit stronger than when I usually drink. So I was going to say Happy Veterans Day. Today's Veterans Day, so shout out to all the veterans out there. Thanks for your service. I'm a veteran. I got busted out some of my old hats from way back when we had the camis, and then my desert hat, the newer style Air Force. I bought this when I retired because I thought it'd be funny. I see all the old retirees wearing this. Hey, thanks for watching. Like my videos on YouTube, subscribe if you have a YouTube channel, share them on Facebook, and until next time, cheers. Thanks for watching. I'm Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman likes beer reviews. Hopefully it sounds like Morgan Freeman. Alright, last thing in my video I'm going to do, I'm going to do a joke. This is a joke from way back when. I think in the 90s I heard this joke, but I learned it and I thought it was hilarious, so I'm going to tell the joke. So I was stationed in Georgia back in the early 1990s, and I was bored one day. I just wanted to find a local bar in town. So I drove around, found this bar. It was like off the main road. It was kind of set back off the road. So it looked pretty cool, so I went in to check it out. So I went in, I ordered a beer, and I was looking behind the bar, and there was this giant jug full of money. It had 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s in there. It was just chock full to the top. So I kept looking at that jug, and I'm like, what the heck is that money for? So I drank my beer, just sat there by myself, and then I ordered another beer, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to find out what that money's for. So I asked the bartender, I was like, hey, what's that big jug of money up there for? He said, that's for the barroom challenge. And I'm like, what, the barroom challenge? I said, what's the barroom challenge? He said, there's 3 tasks that you have to complete in this bar. And in order to complete the barroom challenge, you have to put money down, whatever you want to put down, and if you complete the task, you get the money. I was like, okay, what's the task? He goes, you see that guy down there at the end of the bar? I look down, there's this 6'7" dude, 300-pound, just monster of a guy. And I was like, yeah, I see him. He said, the first thing you have to do is knock him out. And I'm like, oh, crap. I was like, all right, what's the second one? He said, we got an old ornery pit bull out back with a bad tooth. You got to go out there and pull that pit bull's tooth. I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, all right, what's the third one? He said, you see that old woman back there in the corner? And I look back, and there's this like 70-year-old snaggly tooth lady sitting by herself drinking a beer. And I was like, yeah? He said, you got to sleep with her. I'm like, oh, crap. I was like, all right, there's no way I'm doing this. So I drank my beer. Then I ordered another beer, and another beer, another beer. I kept looking at that jug of money. I'm like, oh, you know what? I could use that money. So after about 8, 9 beers, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing the challenge. And I took out a $5 bill, threw it down on the counter, and I staggered up out of my stool. I staggered down to the end of the bar where that big guy was, and I grabbed a pool stick on the way. And as I got to the guy, I whacked him as hard as I could on the back of the head. And then I whacked him again. He fell off his stool, unconscious, laid out. I slammed the pool stick down. Then I staggered out the back door. and the bartender's inside, and he heard the good dog start growling, "Arr, arr, arr." And then he heard the dog whine. So after about 2-3 minutes, here I come, busting through the door, blood on me, sweaty. I was like staggering in. I was like, all right, where's that bitch with a bad tooth? Anyway, hopefully you get the joke. Hopefully it came out alright. I don't know. There's gonna be some edits in there. So one, I was, fuck.